around the tree. Okay. Thank you so much for everybody who joins me today, or who may join to watch at a later date. Like this. Okay. Please excuse all of the background noise. I do just want to state before we get any further into the video that my background music that I'm using for today is copyright free, royalty and copyright free, so it's completely free to use. And I just thought I would set the mood, set the tone for us. I have my laptop just in case anyone joins us and wants to say hello, so I can interact as well. So let me just get myself comfortable. It's a little bit of a tight space where I've decided to set up. Okay. Okay, let's just wait for my feed to catch up here. Yeah, I'm quite happy here. So currently I am set up within my living room. I'm using our dining room table, but it's actually folded up so that it's quite like compact, and we can pop it away in the corner when it's folded up like this. It does actually fold out so that it's a much larger table, so it can fit the whole family around the table. A couple of things just before we get into the video today. I am actually completely full of a cold, so I'm so sorry if I sound super stuffy and full of a cold, but I am. So this video, hopefully it will still be along the ASMR lines. Hopefully it will be relaxing and entertaining for you, but because I am full of a cold, I'll probably have to talk a little louder than usual so that you can actually understand me and hear me properly. So this video won't be a whispered video, unfortunately. I do prefer whispered videos myself, but I just don't have that in me at the moment, so I'm sorry about that. I hope everyone will understand. I wish I could show you more of the room, but the way that I stream at the moment, I use my smartphone and a big ring light, and it tends to just it doesn't really focus on much of the room, to be honest. It doesn't let me zoom in and out, so I'm kind of limited. If anyone joins, if you can tell me how the background music is, because I don't know if you guys are picking it up. Let me see now. Mestel's fan. I sincerely apologise if I've pronounced that incorrectly. Please educate me, but hello, thank you so much for joining and saying hi in the chat. So let's get into today's video. As I said when we first started, the background music that I have on today is completely royalty and copyright free, so it's totally free to use. I just thought I would set a little bit of a Christmassy tone, a Christmas mood for us today. Today, what we're going to be doing, excuse me while I just take a little sip, I've got some juicy vitamin water here. It's pomegranate juice and raspberry puree with added biotin and zinc. I'm trying to be healthy, guys. I'm trying to get better from this cold virus. Okay, so please let me know if the music is too loud or if you can't hear it at all. And let's get some supplies on the go. So we have our compact folded little set of scissors here. We're going to need these so that we can cut some ribbons. We have one of those pens, you know, the ones where you can push down the different colours at the top. And we've got a couple of packs of gift tags. You all should know me by now. I love plaid and tartan, so we have plaid and tartan style gift tags. Let's just get some of those out so that they're out and they're ready to use. So what we're going to be doing today, I'm actually super excited. Apologies again for stuffiness and clearing my throat and anything along those lines, but I'm so poorly right now. I went away for the weekend with my mum so that we could finish our Christmas shopping together. But the weather where we went, it was stormy and very wintry, and we were caught in a lot of very cold, rainy, windy weather. So I think I caught a chill and I've come home feeling a little worse for wear. But my family needs something to celebrate this Christmas, so I'm trying to pull myself together and feel better as quickly as I possibly can. Today we're going to be making Christmas candy sleighs. That's a nice noise. So I'm very excited. I have a bag just to the side of the camera here next to me, and it is chock-a-block. It is full to the brim with candies and treats and shortbread and lots and lots and lots of food. So don't judge. In fact, judge all you want. I'm judging me. You can judge if you want, but do you know what? Christmas is a time for giving, and it is a time for overindulging. And for the past 2 years, me and my family have done none of that. We have had very little to celebrate, and this year has again been very, very hard for us. And I am still very, very much grieving for both of my dogs and trying very hard to pick myself up for my family. So yeah, it's complete overindulgence, but it's something that I have been fortunate enough to be able to do for my family this year. So that is that. I'm trying my very best for them. So let's have a look at some of the treats that we have for our Christmas craft this year. I'm just going to throw away receipts and paperwork as when I see them. So we have I'm so sorry for the stuffiness. We have a couple of packs of Scottish shortbread fingers. A couple of the packs of things may have price tags on, but I'll remove them as we go along. So we have shortbread fingers. We've got some multi-pack Kit Kats. I feel like we also have bigger bars of Kit Kats that we'll find as we go along as well. Let's see. I spoke too soon. Yeah, so we have bars of salted caramel Kit Kat. You know, Kit Kat's not one of my favourites. If I was spending a little money on a treat for myself, it wouldn't be on a Kit Kat. I don't know, I don't find them to be the most thrilling chocolate bar. So we have royalty-free, copyright-free Christmas music on in the background. And it sounds like we are also experiencing a rainstorm at the moment as well. I don't know how much of any of that you guys can hear, but there is rain hitting the windows and there is some beautiful royalty-free Christmas classical music on in the background as well. So anyone that's joining me, if you can let me know in the chat if you can hear any of that and if you're enjoying it. Yeah, so we've got our Hershey's cookie and cream bar. So the reason we're going through all of this, the reason that I'll have different numbers of different types of candies and chocolate bars is because obviously everyone in my family enjoys different things, and we're going to be making sleighs to gift to my family, and the sleighs will have stacks of candy and then candy canes on the underneath of the candy, so like this, so that it, they're different sizes obviously, but so that it looks like a sleigh. You get me? So that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting together edible Christmas sleighs so that I can gift them to my family. Right now we're just going through the candy and treats that we will be choosing to use for said sleighs. I could have organised all of this off the camera, but I thought it would make for enjoyable viewing for you guys to just sit and actually go through it all with me. So we have some different boxes of Japanese Pocky. So Pocky sticks, I don't know how many people will have tried them or who may be familiar with them, but basically they're biscuit sticks. They're similar to pretzels, little biscuit sticks that have been dunked in either like candy chocolate or yogurt and fruit and stuff like that. So these ones are strawberry. And then we have cookies and cream Pocky. As I go along, I'm just looking for price tags. Let's see what's next. There's another cookie and cream. And then we have a few crushed fruits, so blueberry yogurt flavour. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. So it looks like these ones have been dipped in blueberry yogurt. It's like natural yogurt and freeze-dried blueberry bits. Like crushed up blueberries. If there's anyone watching that is a regular or semi-regular viewer of mine, or anyone that subscribes to my channel, you'll already be aware that when I'm making like gift baskets, and I do it a lot at Halloween, little Halloween gift baskets and boo baskets and trick-or-treat tubs and stuff like that. I do like to go all out for my family. Me and my partner run a business together and we work very, very hard, and yeah. I am of the opinion if you can treat people and make them feel special and loved, especially at Christmas, then you definitely should try. So here I am just getting out a different collection of candy canes. They're different colours and also they're different flavours. So I think the blue ones were bubblegum, and then these pink and white ones were bubblegum strawberry, sorry. These ones, the pink and yellow ones, were tutti frutti, like tropical. And then the rainbow ones, they say they're mixed fruit, so basically just sweet. Just sweet candy canes. But I just think that they're so cheerful and, you know, just cheery and happy looking. And so in total, I'm going to be making 7 sleighs. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do have another pink candy cane somewhere, but I just have to find it. This is our bag of ribbons and like little embellishment toppers. I found it. Ta-da! Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Let's carry on looking at what we've got to actually pop onto the sleighs. As I said, different people in my family enjoy different types of candy, so I tried to get a selection. My sister is particularly into peanut butter and chocolate peanuts, so obviously Reese's Pieces was a winner. I got several types of Mike and Ike. So I don't actually eat Mike and Ike myself, because they very much remind me of jelly beans, and I don't like jelly beans. I don't really like candy that's too chewy. I think my limit to chewiness is taffy. Obviously, taffy is more of an American word, so for any of my viewers and my friends that are this side of the pond, I like candy like Mawam and sometimes Haribo, but mostly like Mawam and Chewits, that type of chewiness, not jelly beans and jelly babies and things like that, that sticking in your teeth kind of chewiness. That's not for me. But jelly beans and like chewy jelly candies in general are quite popular in my family, so Mike and Ike just seemed a universally obvious choice to go with. I got a couple of packs of these Reese's peanut butter treats, and one of them will definitely go to my sister and probably to both of my nieces, but we're going to work this out as we go along. So yeah, for the Mike and Ikes, I got as many different flavours as I could find. So I have Mike and Ike Berry Blast, Sour Blue Raspberry, Cotton Candy, Red Rages, like outrageous I suppose, another Berry Blast, Tropical Typhoon, and and I've got Jolly Joe's, which is grape flavour. My partner absolutely adores anything grape. You know, the artificial American type of grape. They're his very, very favourite, so that will definitely be his box. Moving on then, we have box of Milk Duds, the classic and the best. So Milk Duds are one of my favourite candy treats, and my mum really likes like chewy toffee. You guys on the other side of the pond call toffee caramel, but the chewy caramel in England we call that toffee. So yeah, that one will be going to my parents because my mum will love it. And then we get on to, I've got a couple of different boxes of Jolly Rancher. So these ones are Jolly Rancher sour gummies. They actually look amazing. I love the flavour of Jolly Ranchers, but again, it's the chewiness. I don't think I enjoy that. We've got a few boxes of these for my nieces and my nephew. I kind of wanted them to have very similar candies, just to kind of avoid any fallouts. Jolly Rancher gummies sour. They look like they're the same things, but they've got different type of box, but I think they're the same things. Right, now we're getting on to if you do it slow enough, it kind of sounds like rain. Like really, really heavy rain hitting a window. These nerds are specifically grape and strawberry flavour, but I know we have some rainbow boxes in that bag. Nerds are kind of one of them classic universal type of candies. Most people love them. There's the rainbow candy. Nerds. Oh my goodness. It's just candy everywhere. Another rainbow nerds. And then we have the slightly larger Big Chew nerds. These are really unusual. I've tried these. So they have like a crunchy, crispy outer sugar shell, and then inside it says soft and chewy. That's like the same type of chewiness that the Mike and Ike jelly beans have got inside, but these kind of feel cold inside, almost like menthol, like you've brushed your teeth, that kind of cold. If anyone can tell me what that is, like, have these actually got menthol in them? I'd be very interested to hear. It says Big Chewy Nerds and Tastiest Titans, a nerdy adventure with flavour that brightens. Orange, lemon, strawberry and grape pack a punch. Their insides are chewy, their outsides have a crunch. I like that, that was fun to read. But yeah, like when you bite into them, the chewy bit on the inside, it's like cold. I don't know, it's hard to explain. You have to try it. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, get into the last couple of bits now. So the kicker is, I don't actually know how much and what out of all of this we're going to use until we start using it, because everybody eats different things. So first, before I can start putting the sleighs together, I need to separate I need to separate all of the different types of candy into individual piles. So a pile for my partner, what I know he's going to eat, and a pile for my parents, and my nieces and my nephew, and my sister and her partner. So, do you know what I mean? Like, I have OCD, I overthink everything. I kind of try to over-prepare a lot of the time as well. So, it's a little bit of fluff. So, here we have 2 different Milka bars. One is Oreo sandwich and one is Milka hazelnut. Both of them look amazing. I hope I don't have to use these because I would like them for myself. But yeah, no, I'm just joking. Like, I got them to gift to people, and gift to people I will. But when you're poorly and you see like nice flavours of special chocolate, yeah, I must say I'm tempted. So anyway, we have 2 bars of Milka. Again, everybody's going to have different things. I want them to be very, you know, individually tailored to different people's tastes. So what one person is going to eat, another person will not eat. This is going to be at the very top chocolate bar for my partner's sleigh. It's it's one of those Dubai chocolate bars, you know, with all of the pistachio on the inside of the chocolate. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it went viral this year. It's been super popular, and my partner absolutely loves pistachio, so that is going to go on the very top of his candy sleigh. And then this one, little mini Ferrero pack with 2 Ferrero Rocher in it. This one is going to be the very top of my parents' candy sleigh, because it's a favourite of my parents, especially my dad. He loves like nutty chocolate, hazelnut chocolate and almond chocolate. And I thought that was a cool little mini 2-pack. So that's you know, they're 2 very nice compact. So I can just, you know, I can just imagine them on the very top of the sleighs. Okay. Also, this isn't a chocolate bar, but it is a little Mario Brick Breaking Candies metal tin. My nephew is really into Nintendo and Mario and Luigi at the moment, and I saw this and I thought it would be you know, either a little tin of mints or like, you know, those chalk type crunchy candies. I thought it'd be something like that, and that he'd get a kick out of having a little Mario tin. So that is probably going to go on the very top of my nephew's candy sleigh. So bear with me a moment while I flatten down the carrier bag that's next to me, and I'm sorry if it's super loud. I will try my very best. I'm so sorry for any coughing and stuffiness. I know I've said it before, but I am full of cold and I can't edit it out, so I'm so sorry. Let me just have a quick drink here. Okay. So let me try and remove, maybe not remove, but maybe I should start by making the individual piles. I'm so sorry about the coughing, guys. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay. Who else is full of this cold virus at the moment? It's kicking my butt. It really is. So I'm just going to move a couple of things out of my way. And then we can make some piles and kind of see where we go from there. So everyone is going to get a box of micro-mics. So if we start with separating the micro-mics. Okay, hello to everybody that's just joined the room. Hi, you're all very, very welcome. Thank you for joining me. Please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving me a like. Today we are creating candy and treat edible sleigh gifts for my family. So if you see, I have boxes of candies and things, and we are going to be gluing on, I'm trying to show you very crudely here, but gluing on candy canes on the underneath, and it will make it look like a Christmas sleigh. So right now I'm just divvying up all of the treats, and we can start attaching them together and actually making our sleighs. So we'll start putting things together properly very soon. So one of my nieces, her favourite colour is blue, so she's having the blue candy canes and the blue box of micro-mics. And then my other niece, her favourite colour is pink, so she has pink candy canes and a box of cotton candy micro-mics, because I couldn't find just an all pink box, and that's pretty much pink. And like super sweet and stuff like that, so I'm sure she'll love it. My nephew loves anything red, so we're going to give him the red box of micro-mics. This says Red Rageous Chewy Assorted Fruit Flavoured Candy. So there's pictures of watermelon, cherries, strawberries and raspberries. That actually sounds delicious. I think if I actually ate them, if micro-mics was my kind of thing, that would be the box for me, honestly. And then, as I said, the purple is going to my partner. My parents and my sister need blue boxes. They just do, because of the football teams that they support. So these two boxes are going to have to go chewy sour blue raspberry flavoured candy, chewy berry flavoured candy. Yeah, so these are going to have to go to my parents and my sister, which means unfortunately for him, my sister's partner gets the pink box. Oh. Unless I swap the pink box. Yeah, let's do that. That would make more sense. Let's swap the cotton candy box out with the Tropical Typhoon. I'll give the Tropical Typhoon to my niece that loves pink. That's all pink, and I didn't realise that existed. We're going to give the cotton candy box to my sister's partner, because that's pink and blue. That makes me feel a little bit better. And then my sister gets the blue raspberry. That's also one that I would probably go for. And then my parents get the berry blast. Okay, we have begun. So now sister is the one that loves the peanut butter. So the Reese's Pieces are going to go to my sister. And what we're going to do when everyone has their own piles of stuff, we can organise it in size order. So if you see the Reese's Pieces box is ever so slightly longer than the Mike and Ike box, so it would actually sit like that. And I'm not concerned that the sleighs are going to be shorter than the candy boxes. No one's going to care. No one is going to care. Okay, so let's carry on. Everyone gets a box of Pocky. So my partner, oh no, avalanche, save yourselves. And now to go west, right? There we go. I saved it, it's okay, it's okay. Everyone gets a box of Pocky, but the blueberry yogurt ones, excuse me again, the blueberry yogurt ones I specifically got for my parents and my partner. So purple over there with my partner's one, and purple here with my parents. Okay. excuse me for all of the throat clearing. If we take these pockets. So I think it only makes sense that the two pink boxes go to my nieces, because I don't want, I don't want my nephew or my sister's partner to be offended by, not that pink is only suitable for girls, but I'm just trying to avoid any kind of disagreements or friction, because these things happen at Christmas, don't they? Tensions can run high. I'm going to keep the lid off my drink. Actually, I was going to keep the lid off my drink. Excuse me. But I'm clumsy, so maybe I won't do that. Okay. Hello to everybody who's newly joined in the room. You're all very welcome. Thank you for joining me. We are making edible Christmas sleighs today. We are just currently divvying up all of the loot into individual piles for my family before I start assembling them. It's very exciting. I'm very tempted to eat it all. Excuse me. I am full of a cold, so I'm so sorry in advance. I'm really, really sorry to anybody who is affected by my sniffling and my coughing. I'm trying my very best. Okay, so my two nieces have the pink Pocky, so my nephew needs a cookies and cream. That sounds delicious. My sister needs a cookies and cream. And my sister's partner needs cookies and cream. All going well so far. My sister has one thing more than everybody else, so let's just correct that. Okay, so my parents get the milk duds. So they're now even, 4, 5. So I have 4 things here. So what else can I put? Excuse me. Just bear with me while I'm trying to work this out. So these boxes of sour Jolly Rancher gummies, I'm going to give those to the 3 kids just because then they'll all have like very similar candies. If you know, you know. It doesn't matter that everybody's got different things, but when it comes to kids, you want to try and get it as equal and as the same as possible. Otherwise you start getting the, why have they got that and I haven't got that? And nobody wants that. Okay. So, excuse me. So we have niece number 1 with 3 boxes and 2 candy canes. Niece number 2 with 3 boxes and 2 candy canes. Nephew with 3 boxes and 2 candy canes. Parents with 3 boxes and 2 candy canes. Sister with 3 boxes and 2 candy canes. The 2 partners only have 2 boxes, so what we're going to do, excuse me, we're going to give them some special salted caramel Kit Kats. Okay, so we do have a spare salted caramel Kit Kat, but we're going to put that to the side because we may use it later. We may not, but we may. We're also going to put the Jolly Rancher gummies to the side because again we may, because we had 4 boxes of those if you remember. We may use them, we may not. Excuse me. So we have 6 boxes of nuts, but we're making 7. We're making 7 slayers. The reason I only got 6 boxes of nuts, excuse me, is because these are not the type of candies that my parents will eat, and I know that for sure. So everybody else will get a box of nuts, and then my parents I will give the Hershey's cookie and cream bar to. It's nice creamy white chocolate and cookies and cream flavour. I feel like they'll both be able to enjoy that and hopefully share as well. Possibly not share, but I mean, maybe, hopefully. Okay. Oh my goodness, guys, I am so poorly. I'm so sorry. I'm gross right now. I'm really gross. Right, okay, so back to the box of birds. We have 2 boxes of strawberry and grape, 3 boxes of rainbow, and 1 big chew box. So we already blow. One of the grape and strawberry has to go to my partner, because he's all about the grape. You know I'm all about that grape, So that goes over there. We have 3 rainbow nerd boxes. I wonder if those 3 need to go to the kids, so they have the same boxes of nerds. I think so. But my nephew is actually a lot younger than my nieces. Excuse me. My nephew's a lot younger, so I could actually give him the big chewy nerds, because then they're easier, you know, they're larger for him to actually chew, whereas the original type of rainbow nerds, they're very small and sort of easier to swallow and choke on. That's what we're doing, guys. Ordinarily they would have exactly the same, but because he's younger, he's getting easier to eat things. And then they're going like that. And then the rainbow ones that are left, I'm going to give to my sister. And then the grape strawberry that are left, I'm going to give to her partner. Okay, my goodness, this is turning into quite a setup, isn't it? They're going to be quite heavy, these sleighs. I suppose Santa's sleighs do get quite heavy. So let's have a look at what we have left. So we have 3 Reese's peanut butter trees, 3 original Kit Kat bars, 1 salted caramel Kit Kat, 1 box of Jolly Rancher gummies, sour gummies, and then multiple packets of shortbread fingers. So we have 6 packets of shortbread. So we need to consider who doesn't need a pack of shortbread. So my nephew is having the Mario things, his topper. My parents are having the Ferrero Rocher as their topper, and my partner is having the Dubai chocolate as his topper. So we have 4 that are left. So I might give my I am in a predicament. Do you know what? We're going to give the 3 regular Kit Kat bars to my nieces and my nephew, so that they all have the same thing. We will get 1 Kit Kat bar, 2 Kit Kats, 3 Kit Kats. I may very well have gone overboard again. No, that doesn't sound like me. Surely not. Surely not. Okay, so yeah, I definitely have, haven't I? I could just have done 2 things each on top of the candy canes, but as per usual. Oh well, everyone will enjoy them. So why have some? I was about to say, why have some of these got like an orange sticker on them and then other ones haven't? But they've all got orange stickers on. I don't know why, but they do. Okay, so my sister is the one that loves peanut butter, so I'm going to give the peanut butter trees to my sister. And perhaps her partner as well. I'm kind of going to hope that he likes peanut butter, but you know what, if he doesn't like peanut butter, she'll eat it. So I'm not worried. Okay, I'm actually going to keep this peanut butter tree and put it in my partner's Christmas stocking because he loves Reese's and peanut butter things as well, and he hasn't got any peanut butter on his stack of candy, and this is the odd one out. It's the last one left, so I'll just put that away, and that can go away in his Christmas stocking, and no one will ever know. Okay, so now we have a salted caramel Kit Kat, and we've got 6 packs of shortbread. So oh my god, guys, they smell so good. They smell really, really good. Okay, so this is what they look like. Hopefully there's not too much glare and you are able to see and enjoy. But they are hefty, like that's quite a lot of shortbread. something else. Okay. I have noticed that the whole clearing the throat thing is a massive idiosyncrasy of mine. I think it's like a nervous thing when I know like I'm on live and I can't edit anything out, like I don't say any bad words, and I just start clearing my throat a lot. But it is also because I am full of cold. Realistically, I am not well at all. But I had the most amazing time away with my mum, and we got our Christmas shopping finished, totally finished, guys. It is December the 1st, and I am finished. I haven't wrapped a thing. Nothing is under the tree right now, but I have bought everything that I want to buy, and I am not buying another thing. Excuse me. Okay, so the special salted caramel Kit Kat bar is going to go to my parents, and then everybody else is going to get a pack of shortbread. Anybody that's newly joining us right now, all of the background music that you can hear is completely free to use. Copyright free, royalty free. Okay, and that is that. That is all of our treats divvied out. These are not going to look like, they're not going to look like sleighs at all, are they? It's just going to look like a pile of candy, 2 candy canes sticking out underneath. I went crazy. I went all out. I went too far. I did it again. I do have a problem with I don't know. This girl that I'm supposed to be friends with, actually, she said that to me one time. Like, you really have a problem with, like, you know, going all out and not being able to rein in at all, don't you? You really do. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Do you know what? I love treating my family. I love spoiling my family and my friends, to be fair. My love language is gift giving and spoiling people that I love and making people smile. And I don't think that there's necessarily anything wrong with that. So if some people think that I have a problem, that's okay. And you know what? There's a couple of bits here that I'm going to shove in my partner's Christmas stocking, and those 2 Milka bars. I mean, what Milka bars? I never saw any Milka bars. Ta-da! Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to clear the table. I'm going to move everything off the table, and then we're going to get to actually assembling things, because I want to at least have assembled and put away my partner's sleigh before he gets home, so that that's not spoiled for him. So bear with me just a moment, folks, and I'll clear off the unnecessaries, and then we will get to assembling. I mean, I don't actually know how long we've been broadcasting for. Nearly an hour. Been broadcasting for nearly an hour, and I have piles of food. That's what I have. But you know what? I'm having the most fabulous time with you all, I really am. Thank you so much for everybody that has actually tuned in, whether that's on the live or whether that's you're watching back afterwards. You are all very, very welcome. Please consider checking out my channel as well. If you like what I do, please feel free to subscribe, and any likes, comments, subscriptions really do mean the world to me. So thank you in advance. Here we go. I really feel like we're trucking on now and making progress. Who has started their Christmas shopping? Has anyone watching finished your Christmas shopping? I can't believe that I actually have, with everything that we've had going on. But honestly, if I am honest, I have been Christmas shopping for months now. Because we have a business, we run a business, so we always need to do things in advance anyway. We always have to have everything organised and done and ready in advance. And because last year was so excuse me, so full of stress and heartache, and our nervous systems were so overloaded, we could not celebrate Christmas last year at all. Our hearts were not in it. So this year I really wanted to make sure that my family didn't miss out, because with all of my suffering last year and stress, I told my family, don't buy us anything. Do not buy us a thing. I can't do it. I cannot do Christmas. I can't face it. And do you know what they did? They spoiled us rotten anyway. All of them. They were there. They showered us with love. They expected absolutely nothing in return, which made me feel awful, because I was living with my head under a rock and just I couldn't. I just could not. And this year, honestly, if I hadn't already started preparing for Christmas so long ago, I would probably more than likely be in exactly the same predicament this year, where I'm too overloaded and stressed and sort of unable to celebrate again. But thankfully and luckily, I actually did organise myself months ago, and I started very, very early, and can proudly and happily say now that on December 1st I am actually completely done for all of my Christmas shopping this year. I do have, as I said, I've got all of my wrapping to do, and I'm doing little crafts like these that we're about to get started on. I've got little crafts that I'm doing and putting together just so that I can kind of overindulge for my family and enjoy the season. But as shopping goes, I am done. I'm done for the shopping. So let me show you a few of our supplies here. So I have some decorative ribbon. So this one, it's on a gorgeous wooden spool, and it's just wound on there, and it is traditional Christmas green and gold, and it's like thick rope. It's absolutely stunning. I hope the camera's picking up the shimmer from that gold. It's beautiful. And then this one is a much more modern multi-spool of different assorted ribbons. So we've got like a zigzaggy, grunchy green kind of one. We've got a pom-pom one. We have a ribbon that says Happy Holidays and it's got beautiful little gingerbread men. We have a ho 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 Santa one. And this little one on the top here, it didn't come with this bigger spool, I just popped it on there. This is the traditional red, green and white Christmas tartan, Christmas plaid. I always have to have some tartan in there, and half of my family is Scottish and my nan always loved seeing the tartan at Christmas. Me and my sister used to have matching tartan dresses. So next for our supplies, I have some cute little toppers, like holly and berry toppers. They're just made out of felt and I think polystyrene. I have 2 packs of them. It's quite generous in numbers. Just take a quick drink. Okay, and then as I showed you earlier, I have a pile of tartan gift tags, so that obviously goes with our traditional green and gold because they both have the gold running through them. It goes with the traditional tartan ribbon. It goes with the red and green that's on the holly and berries. And I also have some beautiful mini tartan bows as well. So we're just going to do what we can to jazz it all up, basically, and make it all very Christmassy looking. We've got some glue dots as well. So hopefully it will be very easy to kind of stick it all together. So if I just get organised here. I want the screen to look aesthetic for you. How's that looking? Let's just wait for our stream to... Yeah, I'd say that looks fine. So we're gonna take one of our rolls of glue dots out of the packaging. Basically it just looks like very loosely rolled up sellotape, and it has these tiny little flattened glue dots along the tape. I don't know if you can see this properly. And you just press the glue dots onto whatever it is that you want to stick together. Saves you having to use hot glue and or sellotape. Okay, so to anyone new that is joining us, I apologise in advance, but I am full of a cold. I'm not very well at all, so I'm very stuffy right now. I'm very snivelly, and there's a lot of kind of sniffing and coughing and I apologise sincerely. There's not a lot I can do about it at all. I'm very aware that I probably sound quite gross right now. The music that we have in the background, it's completely copyright free, completely royalty free, free to use, so YouTube does not need to freak out. Do you know what, I think there's fireworks going on outside. Focus, Laura, focus. So, anyone new that's joining us, we are about to create an edible sleigh. I've gone a bit OTT with the edible treats for everybody, so it may not actually resemble a sleigh anymore, but we shall see. And I'm going into this with love in my heart and all of the best intentions. Please let me know if the music or any background noise is too loud, if you can't hear me very well. Please let me know. And let's get started. So we are starting with my partner's Christmas sleigh, because at some point he will be coming home from work and I don't want him to see his. So we're going to do his first. I just need to check I've taken all of the price tags off everything. There's a price tag printed on this Kit Kat and there's not a lot that I can do about that, unfortunately. Everything else is fine though. So now we're going to layer things in size order. So first we have his box of Pocky, and then we have his Rainbow Nerds. Not Rainbow Nerds, sorry, Grape and Strawberry. It was such a colourful box, I got confused. Then we have his Salted Caramel Kit Kat. Mike and Ike's. Pack of shortbread. And his Dubai chocolate. So that is going to be my partner's stack. It should probably be more that size, but we are where we are, okay? We listen and we don't judge. So now we are going to, in reverse order, stick them together. Starting with the Pocky. So on top of the Pocky, we're going to put the Nerds. You just rip off however many you want to use. And it's as simple as that. So you're, try not to touch them with your fingers. I'm so clumsy. So your glue dot is there on the paper. You just press it against where you want to stick. And then pull the paper away. It's as simple as that. Let's put a couple in the middle just for good measure. Okay, and then turn it over. Even if they look ridiculous, right? Even if it's like, you should just have done 2 or 3 tiny little things and stopped there. They know what I'm like. And I feel like they'll love it regardless, you know? I do always tend to get the talking to from my mum. Oh, you have bought far too much. You shouldn't have bought as much. But it's all from a place of love and out of concern that she just doesn't want me sort of going overboard and, you know, being short myself. And I understand that. But I love surprising my friends and family so much. It honestly makes me so happy. I'm so sorry in advance for anyone new joining right now, for all of this throat clearing. I'm very, very aware of it. I'm feeling quite self-conscious, but I'm poorly right now, so. We're making Christmas sleighs, okay? It should be about half the size that it's going to end up being, but hey ho. People are going to be feeling very spoiled indeed. Very, very spoiled indeed. So, my goodness, I touched that one. Clumsy. I told you I'm clumsy. I can't help it. Okay. Oh no! Let's fold that over. Shush. No one will ever know. I did actually buy two packets, 2 whole boxes of these glue dots, because I expected that I was going to be very clumsy and end up touching them with my fingers, even though I know better. Okay. It doesn't matter. You're just basically trying to put pressure on all of those pressure points where you've put the glue dots. Just put a little pressure on there. Try your very hardest to stick it down. And then you end up with a deliciously tasty looking tower of treats. Oh no. I'm not having much luck with not touching the glue dots where they're supposed to be. So, who has their Christmas trees up? Maybe you don't actually celebrate Christmas. Maybe you have a different celebration altogether. Please tell me about that, because I am so interested in learning about different cultures and different places around the world. But as it goes, I do love a Christmas tree. I have quite a few Christmas trees actually. I collect them. Where we live currently, we are actually moving soon, but where we live currently, we have an attic, a loft, and that's where we store a lot of our decorations, our Christmas trees. And I asked my partner, could you go up into the attic, loft, whatever it is that you call it, could you go up into the roof of the house and get me a tree so that, you know, we could decorate the tree? And he went up there, bless him, and he was like, well, which one do you want? And I was like, oh no, how many do we have? He's like, well, I'm counting like 4. And then in work we have, oh my god, how many do we actually have in work? So we actually have at least 4 in work as well, because one of them is black for Halloween. I have a problem. Apparently I am a little bit of a hoarder. I really, really love trees. I love Christmas trees. I think they're so cheery, and they're all different as well. So in work we have 2 traditional, around 7 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot green traditional Christmas trees that slot together. And then we have 1 black one that we use for Halloween, and we have like a 10 or 11 foot one, so literally a giant green Christmas tree. There is our first edible Christmas sleigh stack. So what we're going to do now is we're going to decorate it with ribbon, and then we're going to pop our candy canes on the bottoms. So do you see the vision? We are getting there. So yeah, as I was saying, so they're the trees that we have in work. 2 normal 6-7 foot green ones, 1 black one for Halloween, and 1 10 or 11 foot one. I can't actually remember, but it's giant. And then at home we have it's either 7 or 8 feet. We have, let's say 7. We have a 7 foot green one. We're going to go traditional tartan ribbon for this stack, guys. Yeah, we have like a traditional around 7 foot one. We've got a rainbow one that's about 6 foot. We have this brand new one that's sat next to me right now, which my partner said, you've got a white one up here, and I said I don't remember buying a white one. Well, a couple of years ago, just after Christmas, there was a lady locally that was selling off a bunch of brand new, still boxed Christmas trees because she was raising money for charity, and she was selling off well, the tree that sat next to me was one of the trees that she was selling. It isn't actually white, it's more silvery, iridescent, so like it's mostly silver. It's 6 foot, so it's on the smaller side for a Christmas tree, I think. But it's 6 foot, and it's silvery with bits of like iridescent like greens and pinks and purples and such stuff. Anyway, so my partner was like, you have that one up here, and I was like, I don't remember buying it. I do now, since because we didn't celebrate Christmas last year, it just stayed up in the loft and it didn't get unpacked or used, but I bought it down this year and it is being used this year for its very first time, and I have decorated it in red and white, very much like this cord here, actually, red and white candy cane. Red and white candy cane themed, so we have bows all over it. It actually has a giant bow on the top of it, and like the bow, it almost overshadows the whole tree, but I wanted a really ridiculously giant sized bow. It was a look I was purposefully going for, believe it or not. Let's turn this round. I asked for reviews online because I'm on a Christmas decoration lovers page, and I said, please be kind, I've just lost my dogs and I didn't actually know if I had it in me this year to put any of my decorations up, but I managed to kind of encourage myself to decorate one of our smaller trees, and this is the result. And one lady was like, oh, it's lovely, but if I could give you a bit of honest feedback, I think the bow is too big. And I was like, do you know what, thank you for your feedback. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but the ridiculously oversized look was actually what I was after. So thank you, because that is what I was aiming for. So this is how our stack is currently looking. Hopefully you can see that. Just going to trim down the ribbon ever so slightly. I'm quite happy for it to stay reasonably long, actually. But I'm just going to fold it on the ends there. So yeah, it was quite difficult for me, if I'm honest, to muster the motivation to decorate the tree. And it's very, very bittersweet. Our smallest dog, Puppy, she loved it when the tree went up, because she used to lay underneath the tree in the tree skirt. I don't know why, because she used to overheat quite a lot. So if she was lay on a blanket or like next to us on the bed, she would overheat so quickly and start panting and want to move. She was a snuggle bug, so she just wanted to be close to you all the time. She wanted love. But she could never last very long lying on a blanket or anything sort of even remotely fluffy. But when it came to the Christmas tree, she was like, let me add that tree skirt. So I have actually placed her bed underneath the tree until I start wrapping presents and putting the presents underneath the tree. Her bed is under there, so it's a little tribute to Poppy. And that's enough before I start getting emotional. So, last thing that we need to add to this stack, and hopefully it works, my god, we need to put the sleigh, what are they called, like runs? We need to put the sleigh runs underneath. But not that way. Would it look ridiculous that way? Yeah, it would. It needs to go that way. So, if we very carefully flip it over. About 5. I don't know why I can hear fireworks. I didn't know that there were any local fireworks planned. Maybe it's just because it's December 1st. I don't know. I feel very much out of the loop. So we're just going to put a line of glue dots basically along the bottom. Fingers crossed. Cross all of your fingers and toes for me, guys, please. Please, please, please. Please. Because I have a lot of ideas like this. And I keep touching the glue dots. No, I have a lot of ideas like this, and in theory, they should be great, right? But executing them doesn't always go to plan. But I am an optimist at heart, and very much I love trying new things, especially when it comes to crafts or surprises and surprising my loved ones. I love giving it a go, but then like halfway through I'll be like, why did I put this up here this way? Okay, so we have our glue dots, right? Basically, we're just going to push on. Anyone can tell me what these are called? on slayers, please do. Please, please do. I would love to know. Okay, but did it work? Do you know what? I think it bloody well worked. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Okay, that's just bloomin' well worked. And let's just put that down to sheer excitement, because something seems to have gone right for a change. Okay, so I'm just gonna try this. I'm so proud of it. What do you guys think? Oh my goodness. Do you know what? It's a little janky, but I wonder if it'd make it more secure if I put the ribbon over the, maybe if I used a little bit of hot glue on the underneath of these things. But they're not going to fall off. No, they're very sturdy. And I think it's super cute. Super cute for the first one. What do you all think? Does it look like it's lay? And we've got our little holly and berries here. So there's one there and there's one in the back as well. So that is the first one that we have finished, and that one is going to be for my partner. Okay, so I'm going to try and hide it. Let's bring someone else's up here. I'll pop that there. And the weight from everything pushing down on it. I feel like it, as it's sitting there settling, the weight from everything will kind of push it all together. I am very aware though, that it is past 6:35 in the evening, so my partner could come home at any time, and if that happens, I will have to say goodnight for the evening, because he'll want to come in and converse and relax for the evening, and also I don't want to ruin any surprises. But we'll just go until we can't go anymore. We'll just actually see how we go. But I'm super excited that my idea seems to be kind of coming together. So this one was for my sister's partner. Just working on the stacking order for his treats, just so that we know that we're stacking them in the right order. So this Reese's Trees is much longer than pretty much anything else on this stack, but it's a much smaller, more compact chocolate bar, so it is going to be the topper for this one. Just going to take a little sip of my did I show you what it is that I've got? I've got juicy vitamin water, radiant with pomegranate juice and raspberry puree with added biotin and zinc, no added sugar. It's from a store called M&S, Marks and Spencer's. Because I've been poorly, I'm trying to go for things that will help me nip that in the bud. I feel like some of this copyright-free Christmas music is super quiet, so I apologise if you've not been able to hear any of it at all during the live stream. it's all trial and error, I suppose. I also apologise if that's all you've been able to hear, because I never can tell if it's too loud or if it's not loud enough, you know, until I check back afterwards. So are any of you guys doing any similar Christmas crafts yourselves? Maybe you like the idea of the sleighs and you may give this a try yourself. Maybe just limit it to like 2 or 3 chocolate bars or boxes of sweets, unlike me, and everyone seems to have 7, 6, 7. Yeah, I went a little OTT on my trip with my mum. I just kept seeing like nice things and I was like, ooh, I just like to treat everybody. I mean, can you call that a personality fault? I don't think you can, but the girl who I'm supposed to be friends with, she seemed to think that it was a fault. Things like that get in my head a little bit, like I overthink it. I'm like, no, it was just the tone of the comment, like, yeah, you really have a problem with that, don't you? Yeah, you really do. And it was said in front of multiple other people, like an audience of people. I don't know, maybe it was said in a light-hearted manner and I've not took it that way. You guys tell me what you think, please. Pop a comment below. Should I be wary? Because right now I am. I don't know if you can go. This box of Mike and Ike's is giving me like retro vibes with the pink and blue cotton candy stripes, and this little fella here, I guess he's a cotton candy. If you turn it upside down, it looks like cotton candy on like a cone. Okay, it just looks like a really retro design with the balloons, and I quite like little retro things. So I really need to get my act together and start wrapping presents and getting them under the tree. But I need to strategically plan my wrapping because I live with my partner and my partner's birthday also falls around Christmas. So I not only have Christmas presents for my partner, but I also have birthday presents for him. So, and just like with his edible Christmas sleigh that I've just put together, just like with that, I need to strategically wrap presents for him when he's not at home, so that, you know, there's no spoiling of any festive surprises. So it can be challenging. I don't like saying things like, hey, you can't come in. But I guess around this time of year, that's kind of expected sometimes. It kind of gives you a free pass. You can't come in, I'm wrapping presents and doing Christmas cards. That's another thing that I'm on top of this year as well. Christmas cards. Got our Christmas cards sent out in the mail like 2 weeks ago. So they're all, I mean, around this time of year, excuse me, the mail, like all the post and everything, it's always slower and delayed. You expect that naturally. But I got our Christmas cards out super duper early before any of that started occurring, so that I could just stop thinking about it. And a few of our family and friends have already started telling us that they're arriving, amazingly. So you don't have to worry about any postal delays. And I don't have to worry about buying any more gifts because I'm done with that. So I just have to organise the wrapping. And I may need to like open the dining room table. As I said earlier, we fold it down so that it's just compact in the corner of the room, so it doesn't take up more space than it needs to. But when we need more room, like if someone comes around for a meal, we can open it up and making sure all of that is really pressed down. We can open it up and then we have the option of having like much more surface space and surface area to use. So it's when I'm doing things like wrapping presents that I really need to open up and use the table to its full potential. So here's our holly and berries for this stack. I don't know if I'm going to use a bow yet. I may do. I may use a bow. For this stack, we're going to use this zigzaggy, wonky green ribbon on the bottom of the giant ribbon stack because my sister's partner's favourite colour is green. So how do we open this? Oh, there we go. So if my partner was to come home now, I was just trying to see if that was stretchy because I've seen like hemming elastic that looks just like that previously, and usually it's super stretchy, but there's no stretch in this whatsoever. If my partner comes home now, I will say goodbye for the evening on our live stream, and I will probably hide but leave out all of the all of our supplies, so that maybe I can carry on with this and with you guys tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. Right, so we're going to try our best to tie this on. There is no stretch to it at all, and it's really quite a strange shape. I like it. I do like it a lot. So, my goodness, that was challenging. Don't quite need that much, so just to remind people who might be newly watching, the background music that we're listening to this evening is royalty free and copyright free. Totally free for us to be listening to right now. If you're watching this whole stream, and I've said it about 100 times, I apologise, but people come in and out of live streams all the time, and also YouTube on occasion freaks out about you using music. I understand, because of copyright issues and licensing issues, but there is no copyright or licensing issues with the music that I'm using this evening. understand what these orange stickers are about on top of the Oasis Christmas trees. I am really happy with how these are kind of coming together though. I have a habit of being a little over enthusiastic sometimes, and sometimes my ideas are better in theory. Do you know what, maybe I'll just tie these ones and then pop a bow on top. Yeah, sometimes the idea is better in theory than when actually executed. I love that ribbon, it's so unusual. I haven't seen anything like it before, apart from the hemming elastic. But then again, absolutely no stretch to it. So let's get some little embellishment toppers on here. Tell me all about your own Christmas craft plans. If you have any Christmas crafts planned for this year, if you're going to give these Christmas sleighs a go, please let me know. I'd love to hear all about it. Maybe if you have a Christmas craft idea that I like the sound of, maybe I could give it a go myself. I don't know guys, is the bow too much? You tell me. Maybe I should have put the bow in the middle, like tied in the middle. Am I overthinking this? I may regret this. It's very fiddly. Sometimes I kind of have to tell myself, trust the process, you know, until you've actually tried, like given something a proper try, you don't know, do you know what I mean? I don't know that really worked, but do you know what? It looks cute and festive, and as he unties it, there'll be a cute little festive bow that's hidden under there. So I'm gonna leave the bow in there, and definitely the holly and berries. I love the holly and berries. Right, okay, so candy canes. I'll probably do the tags last when they're all assembled. Excuse me. Now I've got the hiccups. So tray. It's around 5 glue dots long. The candy canes when we're sticking them on the bottom. Hi everybody new who's joining us. Today we're making edible Christmas sleighs. So we're stacking candies and chocolate bars and nice edible Christmas treats, and we're sticking candy canes to the bottom to make them look like Christmas sleighs. These glue dots, they are proven too fiddly for me. I actually thought they would make my life easier than having to crack out the hot glue gun. But if I was trying this craft again or recommending it for someone else, maybe have the hot glue gun on hand if you don't have glue dots, or if you're clumsy like me, because the glue dots stick to everything. Like there's no avoiding touching the glue dots. You touch them whether you want to or not. Okay, but that's the glue dots on the bottom there. And now we are just gonna line up our candy canes. Just give them a little rock from side to side, just to get them well stuck down there. Give me a second and I will flip it over and show you. I think it's such a cute, effective and actually easy craft. You just need to have a little bit of patience with it, do you know what I mean? How's that, guys? Can you see? Marks out 10. Would you like to receive this as a gift? Please say yes. So I have quite a large family. Honestly, back in the day it was much larger. My mum, she comes from a Catholic family, and she had 12 brothers and sisters. 12. How incredible would that have been to grow up as one of 12? Or would it actually? Would it have been incredible? Well, when I was growing up, we were all very close, and we would always go over to family for, for all of the celebratory occasions. So Christmas, New Year, Easter, school holidays, birthdays, we were always together, and that was very, very special. Very special indeed. So these are going to be the treats for my parents' stack. So as with the other stacks, we just have to arrange things in size order. So let's just measure things next to each other. Gosh, the Milk Duds and the Kit Kat are very, very close. Do you know what? The Milk Duds just have it, but the packet for the Kit Kat make it look like the Kit Kat bar is bigger. So I may put the Milk Duds on top. It's still going to be just as supported. Just the Kit Kat looks bigger because of his end bits to the bar. And then the Hershey's. Should we put the Hershey's on the top? I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to go unconventional because I'm unconventional to the bone. Whoops. And then they have these special Tutti Frutti candy canes. These are handmade ones. The ones that I'm using for the rest of the family. Excuse me. The ones that I'm using for the rest of the family are more mass-produced. It came from a special candy store. They're ever so slightly smaller than these ones actually. But these ones, they're very special. They were actually much more expensive, so just got that little bit more special candy canes for my parents. I don't know, they might not even eat them. But I don't know, just a little bit more effort. My parents, they don't actually eat like a lot of candy and stuff like that as a whole, so I'm still making them a treat sleigh, but I'm going to make one for them to share. So whereas with my sister and her partner, I'm making them one each, and then my two nieces and my nephew, they're also getting one each. You see that blooming glue dot? They just decide where they want to go on their own, really, and there's no convincing them otherwise. I'm having a very lovely, relaxing time crafting away with you guys. I really hope you're enjoying it as well. How many have we made so far? 2. Yeah, so this may very well be the last sleigh of the night, but I can try my very best to continue tomorrow. What does everyone think of the live streams? Are you enjoying tuning in for the live streams? At the moment, because I don't have any of the professional equipment that I really need to be able to make regular filmed, uploaded submissions, live streaming is one of my best options at the moment actually, because I can use my phone. I don't have to film and sort of store it on my phone before editing and uploading it. I can just live stream straight to YouTube because I have a great phone, but there's no storage space on it, so it's constantly complaining that I need to delete things. And I'll be quite honest with you, my phone is chock-a-block full of pictures and videos of our dogs, and none of those are getting deleted ever. So I can't really use my phone for filming and then transfer it onto the laptop so that I can edit. And I do have a GoPro that I use quite often for filming, and then I can transfer and edit that on my laptop, but the GoPro does not have a fantastic microphone. So then my best option is to record voiceovers, but not everyone enjoys voiceover videos, because if I'm doing something such as now, you can hear tapping on the packaging and you can hear rustling and, you know, things moving around, or if I'm wrapping something up, for instance. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Let me take another drink. If I'm wrapping something up like a present, here comes my partner. You don't get any of the wrapping sounds on a voiceover recording. Just one moment, everybody. I'm so sorry, just one moment.
No, we're looking bright.
I'm going to say goodbye tonight, everybody. But thank you very much for joining me. My partner sends his love. Just do me a favour, sweetheart. There's an X in the top corner. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.